Right everyone, so welcome back to my channel. I've had a little bit of a break. I think it's probably about 3 weeks since anything has gone up, maybe a little bit longer. Just because I've not really known what I wanted to film and I've not really been in the filming mood, I suppose. Been quite busy with work, so I just haven't really had any motivation to film, which is just, you know, not great. But I thought I would come on here. This is quite an impromptu like video for me to film, but I am going out tonight just to see some of my friends for a couple of drinks, because it's been a couple of their birthdays over the last week, and I thought I would just put the camera on and have a bit of a chat while I got ready. This isn't going to be like anything like special in the way of like makeup and all that kind of thing. I'm literally just kind of like gonna go with like my go-to kind of glam look, something really easy. So if you want to have like a little bit of a chat and just kind of see me do my makeup, this is what this video is going to be. Right, so I thought I would do is kind of talk you through more of the things that maybe have changed in my makeup routine over the last few weeks since I have done any type of filming. So basically I've changed how I do my eyebrows completely. I used to use soap brow, but now we've gone to something which is a lot stronger and has a lot better hold on my eyebrows. So this is the xoxo Got To Be Glue. I saw somebody using it on their eyebrows and I thought, oh, I'll just give it a go. And no joke, it is literally, it keeps your brows there all night, which is what we're going for. And I love a fluffy brow at the moment, I'm just obsessed. So I just take a little bit on a spoolie and then just kind of start to bring that product into my eyebrow. So my brows are like, I've been proper growing them out recently. They've not been like, I suppose, maintained in quite a while because I'm trying to make them as fluffy as I possibly can get them. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Just let this dry now, and basically I just come back to my eyes and my eyebrows later on, but I just like to get the basis of the glue on my eyebrow first and then I can come back to them. So let's move on to some skin. So I've used this in a video before. This is just the Glossier Future Dew, and I really like this because it's just nice. It makes your skin look very dewy. And then we've got a new primer to try actually. I picked this up the other day, and this is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I've heard so many things about this. So I've used it once, but I've not worn it for like a long period of time, so I'm intrigued to like see longevity wise if it helps my makeup, because I wore it with a BB cream, not like a full cake foundation. So that's what we're trying today. So I'm just going to put it in my T-zone, because I suppose that is the place where my makeup kind of falls off or like fades the most during the course of a like day or night. So that's what we're doing. Now with primer skin, we're going to do some foundation. So what I'm going to start with is this Barry M All Night Long Medium Coverage Foundation. This is a stick and it's in the shade Cashew number 2. I did put some fake tan on, so I'm not sure colour wise if this is going to be any good, because it is quite like a yellow toned foundation, but we will just give it a go. And if I need to mix anything, I have got out the Maybelline Fit Me if I need some more coverage and I feel like it's just not working. So I'm just going to take a sponge and just blend this in. So basically the last couple of videos I have filmed haven't really been like makeup, because I kind of just like fell out of love of filming makeup looks and stuff. Like I had a good couple of weeks where I didn't do any like proper like cool makeup looks, or any that I was like really like happy with. They were just kind of like bog standards, just to kind of as like a bit of like filler on my Instagram page and stuff, just because I didn't want it to like obviously like not have anything on my page. But I just wasn't really in the mood for like, and being really like creative and stuff like that. So that's why I just didn't do any type of filming, because I just didn't want to put anything out there that I wasn't going to be like happy with. And pretty much everything is still the same with Corona. We're having to still we're kind of like slowly going back into isolation, like I feel like, because it's just like not great at the moment, and just people aren't really like paying any attention, I don't feel like, to the rules, and we're just kind of going back to square one. So like all like the stuff like in the beauty industry and stuff is having to kind of be like pushed back, and we still can't do anything, which is a pain in the arse. But yeah, at the moment I've not been out to, I'm not going to a club, but I'm going to a bar. I've not been out like drinking at a bar since before the lockdown. So this will be interesting tonight to like kind of see how everything is kind of playing out in the centre of the city. I did just put a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me foundation over top of that, just to kind of help it blend in a little bit more, and it's giving me a little bit more colour. I'm just taking my favourite contour stick, which is by Laritzi Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Aloha. This is like a daily thing that I use, and I love it. But yeah, I'm interested to see how tonight goes. And I'm excited to kind of get out and celebrate some birthdays, because so many of us have had lockdown birthdays. I feel like tonight will be nice, that we can all kind of get out and do something. Oh, I've got cat hairs. So I'm just blending this out. So what was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, so basically I have filmed some more makeup this week. I bought some new bits because I feel like I was just kind of playing with exactly the same products and it got a bit boring. So I bought some new stuff, and yeah, I want to do some more creative looks. I want to do maybe some like time lapses, or do like a talk through of me doing something creative, like not knowing where this like the look is gonna go, and kind of working with it, I suppose, and just kind of giving you some tips on some more kind of like creative look. If you'd like to see something like that, I'd probably film something during the week, so I will try and get some more creative kind of things and topics up on this channel, as well as doing some fashiony kind of stuff, because I've been really enjoying watching fashion content at the moment, probably more than makeup. I've watched more fashion stuff, and I don't know why that is. I think it's probably because before like I started watching this kind of fashion content that I'm watching at the moment, I was watching it from people who are completely not my shape or my top, like, you know, like my body shape or anything. So like it was never anything like I felt like I could film anything like that, because it was all people who were like really super stick thin. But now there's some YouTubers who are like out there, and I realise that there's loads of people who are like, who film more curvy based like fashion stuff. So that's been like kind of been what I've been watching. So I would like to film some more stuff like that. Plus I'm just got a little bit of an online shopping problem, so I buy a lot of clothes anyway, so I might as well share them with you guys. The concealers I just used, by the way, are Revolution, and one of them is the Conceal and Define, and one is the Conceal and Hydrate, and I use two shades which are completely on the different spectrums. One is way too dark, one's way too light, and then it kind of just balances out, because I'm awful at colour matching myself online. So I'm now going to add some cream blush. I love cream blusher. This one is by Glossier and it's in the shade Puff. The cloud blushes from Glossier are so nice. I have been wearing pretty much only cream products on my face for quite a while now. Like a cream highlighter I love is the Glossier Play highlighter. And I've been using just cream products because I think it sits so nicely and like natural on the skin, which I'm obsessed with. I don't like my skin to look like too much. I feel like I used to just go for like the complete, it's like as full of coverage as I could get. That was what I wanted, but no, not anymore. So another tip I've learned off the world of TikTok, because we love that, is taking my loose powder on my brush and then dusting off the excess and building up that product like off my hand. So then when you apply it, it applies so much more like, I don't know, smooth than it does if you just shove a load of powder on your face, because I feel like I was struggling with my powder like appearing blotchy and looking blotchy. I think my skin just doesn't cope that well for like baking. It just, I don't know if it's this powder. This is the RMCA No Colour powder, which I love, but it does, like, if I like put too much on, it just cakes up on my skin. I feel like my face just does not agree with powder. It does not like powder. So like taking the product on my brush, tapping it on my hand and then tapping it on my face has just like worked so much better for me. Then I like to go over and do a little bit more bronzing. So Wet n Wild bronzer. This is in Bikini Contest. I really like this bronzer. Has got a little bit of shimmer in it, so if you don't like shimmery bronzers, don't buy this. But I don't actually mind it. I didn't think I would like it, but I don't actually mind it. This is a great brush for bronzing as well. It's the Morphe M527 brush, my favourite bronzer brush. I'm just taking a mixture of the MAC Peaches blush and Melba and just popping that. I like to put that almost like to blend between the bronzer and the highlighter on my cheekbones and stuff, and I do like to bring it up on my temples and then just dust a little bit on my nose. And then finally for the face, as you can see, I'm trying to like do this quite quickly because I don't have the most time in the world, to be honest. I'm taking my Be Perfect palette. This is in collaboration with Mima Mitchell. It's called Sub-Zero and I love it. My favourite shade is Made It, but I like to mix it with a little bit of In Blankets just to kind of give it a little bit more of a tone, I suppose. So take a little bit of this and dust it off and then just do a little bit on my cheeks and down my nose, on the Cupid's bow, just above the eyebrow. And then while I'm like waiting to do my eye makeup and stuff, I do like to apply some of the iconic Prep Set Glow mist on my face just to kind of like seal all the makeup in, I suppose. Right, so I hope the camera angle hasn't changed too much, but I just went downstairs and had some food before I go out, and we're now going to move on to the eyes. So I'm just going to finish off my eyebrows real quick. So what I've been doing is, obviously because we've already fluffed them up with the gel, I've just been using the Revolution Pro Warm Brown Brow Pencil. I've got some bread stuck in my teeth, classic. So yeah, this is literally just like the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I quite like it. So I just do like little light brush strokes just to kind of mimic some hairs. Right, so that is both the brows are done. Some people hate them, some people love them. I love a fluffy brow personally, so let's not come for the eyebrows in the comments. So let's just prime my eyes. I'm just going to use the P. Louise base. This is in the shade 0.5. You can't not do base before you put eyeshadow on, in my opinion. It just doesn't work as well, and P. Louise base is personally my favourite. I think I've got out of like the swing of being behind a ring light, and yeah, it's just like quite hot behind here. Right, so I want to use a palette which I don't normally use. Yeah, we could go for this one. I don't actually think I've ever used this palette on camera. So this is by Morphe. Morphe are one of my favourite brands for eyeshadows. You know, I've got a lot of palettes from them, and this is the 39L Hit the Lights palette, which was part of their Christmas collection that they did, and they basically worked with 4 influencers, and they all got like a section of their palette, of the palette. So in the middle, I probably should have saved and done, you know, use these highlighters. These are all highlighters in the middle, and then like this section of 8 eyeshadows are one influencer, one influencer, one influencer, and one influencer. You see? So we're going to be working out of this side and possibly this side because I like these goldy shades. But the side is by, is her name Time? I love her makeup looks. I follow her on TikTok as well and she's amazing on TikTok, but I don't know how you pronounce her name. Sorry. So I'm just gonna pop into her side of the palettes. So first shade I'm going to use is my Type, which is like a nice warm medium brown shade. And I'm basically just going to like build this up in my crease and make like a nice rounded eye look. Rounded eyes are just my fave, so that is what we are working with today. I wish I could put some music on in the background. I love like getting ready with some music on and just kind of like, you know, proper having a jam out and kind of getting ready for the night. There's nothing better than like, I always think music just puts you in the mood. Right, so I just used that shade, my Type, and this is just a smaller brush, and I'm going to use the shade next to it, which is called Hook Up, which is like more like a warm chocolatey brown, and then I'm just going to pack that on the area that I want it, and then I'll blend it in with a more fluffy brush. This is just how I like to kind of add some definition to my look. So I'm in two minds about if I want to put like a cut crease on my eyes with the P. Louise base, or if I want to keep it more natural like it is at the moment. Maybe what I'll do first is just take a plain brush. I'm just going to go into my iconic London Nice to Naughty palette. This is one of my favourite like day-to-day palettes. I'm just going to take the shade Roll Neck, which is just like a, basically just like a creamy white shadow. And I'm just packing that on the eyelid. Just blending it out. If I don't love the look, I can then obviously add in a cut crease, but I've actually been loving more of a natural kind of look to like a really harsh cut crease. Do you know what, I actually quite like it with no cut crease, so I think I'm going to leave it, and I'm just going to take the shade Make Out Sesh from the Morphe palette again, and we're just going to slightly tap that near the lash line to kind of make more of like a diffused kind of wing look. And then I'm going to take a little bit of one of the highlighter shades. What is this called? Glitzen. And this is on my finger. This is what the colour looks like. And just patting that right on the lid in the inner corner. Look at that. Right, lashes. Lashes, lashes, lashes. Right, so I have these lashes from Primark, which I'm intrigued to try. They are, what are they called? Party lashes. And these are only £1.50 each. And this is what the eyelash looks like. It's really beautiful and it's quite bitty, which I really like. I thought these were quite dramatic and they look really nice. So I'm going to just test it and see what I think, if it might go with this eye look. Yeah, these definitely need to be cut down. Let's cut the ends off. Oh yeah, these lashes are really pretty. So let's give them a go. Let's see what they look like properly on. Oh, these lashes are really, really nice. They took a little bit of getting on. Sometimes I find Primark lashes, the band of them can be quite thick, so if you don't have it like moulded to how your eye shape like kind of like sits, it can be a little bit difficult to get on. Right, so the camera did cut out while I was putting the eyelash on, but you saw me put that one on, so I didn't bother and try and get the camera to restart again because I was too busy trying to get these bloody lashes on. Right, so what I'm going to use is the Hot Ombre Cosmetics Burnt Brulee Lipstick. So basically this is like a two-part lipstick. One is slightly darker, one is lighter, and then you can create an ombre with them. So this is the first colour in the shade Burn, and then Brûlée is on the other side. So I just take a little bit of that and then just pop that in the middle. And then I just take my finger and blend it in. Right, then I'm just going to set the rest of my makeup with the Jeffree Star Morphe collaboration Set and Refresh Mist. Right, so I've just put a bit of dry shampoo in my hair and just put a couple more curls around the front because I did curl it earlier but it kind of dropped throughout the day. But this is the finished look. So I don't know exactly what I'm wearing at the moment, but I will put in some clips for you guys at the end of this video so you can kind of see a little bit maybe of my night and yeah, kind of what outfit I pick and all that kind of thing. But at the moment I've got a little bit of time to kill before I'm getting picked up, so I'm just going to chill. I'm really happy with how this makeup turned out. I've not done like a proper full glam in so long, and I really enjoyed doing it and just having a little bit of a chat with you guys, kind of talking you through doing this makeup. So yeah, this is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it and want to see more of me, I film mainly beauty, fashion, lifestyle content, all that kind of thing. Please hit that subscribe button down below. It really mean a lot to me if you wanted to join my little family over here that we are creating. If you want to see more of me on a day-to-day basis, go over and follow my Instagram and my TikTok. They will be on the screen for you guys. I post on there pretty much daily, and yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye.